Hello everyone, welcome to GameTech UK and some more truck driver news. Finally we're getting update number 2 from the developers Triangle Studios. We're going to hear from Remco and he's going to tell you about the environment and what it takes to make the game. He's going to show you the new garage system, and something which I think you're going to be really excited about is the new parking system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the update and then I'll come on at the end and just give you a few opinions and my thoughts on this update. So over to Remco.
So as you do missions in Truck Driver, you'll get to a point where you will deliver your cargo. And of course, parking a cargo is part of your finishing the job, and it's something that you want to do right. Well, we figured out that for some players, they have a little bit more patience when it comes to parking their trailer, whereas others park it straight away and get ready for the next mission. So we actually had to come up with a happy medium, and what we've done is that we created a parking indicator where if you arrive at your destination, the area where you are supposed to park your trailer, it will pop up, and depending on the type of mission, sometimes parking is a little bit easier or sometimes a little bit more difficult. You can then drive your truck into the parking zone, and you will see a progress bar counting up to 100%. If you park it perfectly, you get the highest reward. If you start parking and you get up to like 50 or 60%, your reward is going to be a little bit less. Depending on how far you want to take it, how much time you want to spend parking your truck, you can continue to give it your best effort and see how far along you want to take it. So next item on the list is the garage, and I briefly touched upon this in the previous video. And we came up with a system that basically it was you could go down the entire hierarchy of the truck, and there was so much detail, but the thing is that people got lost in that UI. So we basically revamped that entire user interface and the flow, and it's something that we did based on the input that you guys gave during the beta, and we've been working with Sodesco in getting this where it needs to be. We feel that it's just much nicer right now. It just takes a couple seconds to outfit the truck in the way that you want and to get an overview of which parts that you're able to unlock and then purchase. And it's just a much better feeling, much better vibe. Finally, I think that it's good to point out how we went about upgrading the map to where it is now. So in the previous video, I explained to you that, hey, initially we built a world that we weren't happy with, and we decided to scrap the entire world and build something new. So you have to understand that building a game world is one of the biggest tasks in the entire project, and for us to scrap what we had at the beta stage of the game is a pretty big decision in the project. And I think this is also one of the reasons why the development of the game has taken a little bit longer, but in the end I'm happy that we took that decision, because the quality of the game is just so much better. It's much more fun to drive around in the world, and it wouldn't have been fun with the old world. So that's definitely a huge improvement. And finally, I think I wanted to say thanks for all your patience. We understand that communication has been very little over the past couple of weeks, and I know that you guys have been waiting for developer updates. Hopefully soon, very soon, we'll have some news about the release of the game.
So there you go. Thank you, Remco. Hopefully you enjoyed that update. First thing I want to talk about is the parking system. I think it's a great addition to the game. The only thing I would say, in my opinion, the difficulty level for placement for 100% needs to be tightened up. As you can see here, that isn't 100% in the middle of the box. So to get 100%, I would expect to have to be right in the middle of that box, and it will just make it more challenging and an even greater addition to the game. The garage is looking fantastic, and you only have to look through that footage to see the number of trucks available, and most importantly the number of customizations we can do in there to really make it individual. The garage itself is looking fantastic. I love immersion like that, where you see the tools and everything, and it really does feel like your truck is driven into a garage. So that part of it looks absolutely fantastic. Regarding the environment, I can absolutely stand by what Remco's saying. Having access to the new version and already played the old version, which some of it is on the channel, is absolute night and day between the two. And I'm so glad that Remco and Triangle Studios had the integrity, halfway through the development cycle to say this isn't good enough, we need to do a new version. I think that's fantastic, and hopefully when you get it home on your console, you'll be pleased with what they've done. And we can see from the footage, it's absolutely fantastic what they're creating so far. The environments are all lovely and lush, and hopefully it's going to be fun to drive around. So, of course, it was disappointing not to hear the release date, but Remco has explained fully the reasons why there's still that delay. So, I totally understand that. I want the game right, and I know you do as well, so there's no rush for that. The only thing I was disappointed in not hearing was wheel support. I really do think, and I've always said every single video, this game needs wheel support on the console. And it was a shame that we're not hearing that information, hopefully in the next update. But I really, really genuinely do, and I know you do as well, hope that it comes with wheel support. So there you go, everyone. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video and update for Truck Driver. If you are excited about Truck Driver, come into your PlayStation and your Xbox. There will be a playlist popping up top right of your screen with loads of information, all my videos about Truck Driver. Feel free to check that out. Feel free to subscribe. Leave me a cheeky like. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of this update and what you're hoping to hear in the next update. But that is it, everyone. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one.